Yo, hope you guys are having an absolutely awesome day, and I hope you're ready to learn what are the best stocks to trade, how do I find stocks to trade, how do I scan, how do I build a watch list, and what are the best beginner stocks to trade. So before I start, make sure you drop this video a like and give me a sub. I drop so much educational content for all 100% free. And I'm not a financial advisor, this is just my opinion and from free education. So I'm going to be going over how to find stocks to trade, beginner stocks, scanning, building a watch list, and then I'm actually going to go and do some real examples. Maybe I'll find a stock or two and go over them with you guys. So let's get straight into it. First, when I'm going through stocks, what should I look for? Number one, always look for volume. You need to have only liquid stocks, meaning there's a lot of volume and there's no spread in the option contracts. You do not want to spread in the option contracts. You want there to be a lot of volume. You want to be able to sell like this. But I'm going to go for scanning first. So scanning, how do you scan? There's a bunch of different ways to scan. I know people that use scanners, and I know people that just have a list of 15 to 20 stocks, and I know people that just trade the same stock every single day. So it's really all up to you, but I'm going to give you guys, what I like to do. First, for me, I have a list of about 15 to 20 stocks that I like to trade. Every single night, I go over those 15 to 20 stocks. I scan through them. I see what looks good, what looks bad, and I identify the levels and all that. And then I minimize it to about 3 to 5 stocks, and then I create a watch list through that. But another thing you can do is you go to finvis.com and kind of mess around, stocks, maybe what are stocks with earnings coming up, what sector, what industry, what's their flow, what the index are they in the S&P 500. This is what I did. I went to what index are they in, and then I kind of went to high volume names with a really nice flow and a lot of volume, and then I kind of found 15 to 20 stocks that I like to trade. So then that's an option. Also, if you're a small cap trader, you can use the Webull Top Gainers, but I'm going to go into that in a little bit. So scanning, for me, I have a list of 15 to 20 stocks. Scan them all, see what looks good, what looks bad, and that's it for me. Some of the stocks include SPY, QQQ, Tesla, Nvidia, AMD, Apple, Roblox, Microsoft. There's a lot more. But those are just some of them. And another thing is, as a beginner trader, when I first started trading, I literally only traded 3 to 4 stocks. I traded SPY, QQQ, Nvidia, Tesla, and AMD. My mentor actually, he only traded one stock for the first 2 years of his trading. He only traded SPY. You guys want to know why? Because by him only trading SPY, it helped him to recognize patterns in the market before they even happen. Because SPY, S&P 500, is basically 500 of some of the biggest companies all put into one index. So when that index moves, all the other stocks move with it. So if you can identify patterns in the SPY, then you could basically trade any other ticker. So he mastered the SPY, which helped him trade other stocks. And by mastering, a few tickers, you're going to be able to recognize patterns before they happen. And you're going to say, man, I took a trade like this before in this stock. It didn't work out. It doesn't work. I'm not taking it. Or, oh, I saw this happen 2 days ago on this exact stock. It's going to happen again. You just recognize a pattern like that. That's why when you're scanning for stocks, when trading as a beginner, stick to a few stocks and only trade those. Next, how do I build a watch list? So, as I said, for me, I go through my list of 15 to 20 stocks, right? Go through my list. I sort it down to maybe 3 to 4, 5 maybe stocks. And usually 2 or 3 of them look good, 2 or 3 of them look bad. So I'm not only looking for all good plays, I'm looking for bearish plays too. So I'm looking for bullish plays and bearish plays because I don't know what the market's going to do the next day, but I'm prepared for either way because I have 3 stocks that look really good and I have 3 stocks that look really bad. So if we have a green day, then I'll focus on those stocks. If we have a red day, then I'll focus on the stocks that have a bad chart. And then what I'll be able to do is intraday, I can say to myself, man, this stock is weak while the market is going up. If the market goes down, this stock's gonna flush. And if the market goes up, I have very low risk because it's weak. So you kind of have to find those tickers with relative strength and weakness intraday. So when I'm scanning intraday, I'm finding stocks that are relatively strong, relatively weak. So if the SPY is going up and Nvidia is going down, I'm going to be looking to shorten a video if I think SPY is going to go down. But if SPY is going down and Tesla's going up, then I'm going to be looking to long Tesla if that's what I want to trade. So always look for those tickers, But anyways, when you're building a watch list, look for those setups, and then you want to go through the 3 to 5 that you found, and you want to put your key levels out. Never ever enter a trade without your key levels put out, because think about it. Say I'm buying calls on AMD at $99. Why in the world would I buy calls at AMD when it's literally about to hit the 100-hour psychological level? It makes no sense. I'd better wait for that level. But if you don't have your key levels all marked out on your chart, then how are you going to know? That's why you never want to buy so close to a resistance level. That's called front-loading a play. Front-loading never works. So you want to find your key levels after you scan through your stocks. And then, as I said, guys, I find bullish and bearish stocks. This allows me to not have a bias during the day. Having a bias will absolutely kill you, because when you're predicting what's going to happen in the market, you lose. But when you react to your game plan, then you win. So don't have a bias, have your key levels, and find those few stocks. And just because you find those key stocks doesn't mean you have to trade those necessarily. Like, if you see a really good stock intraday that looks good, trade it. And if those stocks in your watch list gives no opportunity, you don't need to trade those. You want to trade what's giving you an opportunity intraday. So say SPY is not on your watch list, but it's giving an awesome intraday opportunity. Take that opportunity. That's our job, to take the opportunities when we see them with a calculated risk and a nice edge. That's key. So I kind of just gave you guys, examples and a little rundown on scanning, how to find stocks to trade, beginner stocks, building a watch list. Now let's go and act like I'm scanning, okay? So first, I like to go to SPY. We go to SPY, right? Go to SPY. I have my key levels all already marked out, but I'm going to take them off for you guys. I'm going to kind of build them with you guys. So say I'm building a trade plan on SPY. First of all, I see 390 as a key level because I've marked 10 different times that we've had a big move off that 390 level. Next, I'm going to go find close resistance support levels to the current price so that I have levels I can trade off of. So just looking at it, we have a key level right here. We have a key level right here. We have a key level right there. And then we have a key level right there. So now that I just identified my levels, because look, I'm going to go through every single one. Rejection, we broke over it. We had kind of a big short once we got under it again. Then we ripped above it, went down a lot under it. But then this is really key. Look at this wick off of the level. So we rejected it, right? We rejected it and then we retested it and closed above it. That's a huge level. And then look what happens here. We retested it again. Once I see that, that's key. I'm looking for levels where the resistance becomes support and the support becomes resistance and we have huge moves off of. And that's another reason why I have this level marked off. We rejected it one time right here. We rejected it one time right here. We rejected it right here. But then when we broke above it, we retested it. Right when we broke above that level, it became support. Our resistance level that we rejected became support. That's key. Same thing right here. Look at this easy rejection right here, right? 408. We rejected it again right here. So now I know 408 is a big level. So now that I have my levels marked out, PB, how do you trade with them? Easy. So I have 410 as a big level. Over 410, there's a potential trade to 415 to 416 plus. And also, just looking at it, I think 412 could be another intraday level. And so yeah, 410 to 412 to 416. But then if we get under 407.50, there's a potential trade to 402.80. So I'm going to be watching for that. And then if we get under 402.80, let's see, 400 psychological level, easy. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Once we broke over it, what happened? The resistance became support and we bounced off of it right here. This resistance became support on this retest. That's key. So now I know my key levels for SPY. Over 410, we have potential to 412. Over 412, we have potential to 416. Under 407.50, we have potential to 402.80. Under 402.80, we can go to 400. And under 400, it's basically death. So I just made you guys my game plan on SPY. Next, let's go to a ticker I'm watching, Coin. So I'm going to give you guys a pro trading tip. When you see a gap like this is a gap. We gapped down, so that means we had a big move after hours or pre-market due to news. 76.86 to $70 on the dot. And guess what? We rejected that $70 level and came down to it exactly, right? And we can't go over it. We rejected that level right here. It's the same exact level. 1, 2. So this is why I like the setup so much. 9 out of 10 gaps fill. So there's a 90% chance. There's literally a 90% chance that the stock coin is going to get above 70 and hit 76.86. 90% chance. Personally, for me, that's a big enough edge for me to take a position if we get over 70. If we break over 70, not only are we above a key level, but we're in the gap. And when we're in the gap, 90% of the time, we fill it. So if coin gets above $70 here, it's a gap fill play, and there's a 90% success rate. And guess what? There's a $7 profit potential and a 20-cent risk. Because if we go over 70 and say we get to like 70-20, right? I'm going to take a position. But then if we go back under 70, I'm going to cut my position because we rejected a gap fill. So I'm risking a little to make a lot. That's key. That's my edge right there. And another thing I like to do, guys, is kind of go from the higher time frames to lower time frames. Look how good my levels match up. Just look how good my levels match up. When your higher time frame levels match up to lower time frame levels, that means it's a key level. Key level. Let's check this out, guys. The 77 level, right? If we broke out of it, we came support right here. We broke below it. But then it became resistance right here. We rejected, but then we broke through it, and we had a retest on this candle. That's how I know 77 is a huge level. So now do you guys kind of see where my trade idea is coming from? Just check out all this room right here. Literally. But yeah, guys, that is it for me. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed. And if you do, make sure you drop this video a like, give me a follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, links in the bio and in the description. And yeah, PB Investing in all socials. Hope you guys enjoyed. So much more education coming, weekly YouTube videos. And yeah, make sure you drop me a follow. Peace. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.